This is Bangarang Radio, a podcast network. For more shows, visit bangarangradio.com.
I'm going out, I gotta go. I'll bangarang on the radio. So turn it up, I'm telling you. I think I'm ready for something new. Hey, hello, it's nice to meet ya. Hey, come in and have a slice of pizza. Hey, hello, it's nice to meet ya. Hey, come in and have a slice of pizza. You're listening to Pop Punk and Pizza on Bangarang Radio.
Well, here we are. This is the very first episode of Pop Punk and Pizza, and I'm super stoked that you're watching or listening right now because this is not only a audio podcast, but it is a video cast or video podcast or vlog or whatever the heck you want to call it. It's a video, so which you can find on our YouTube channel, and you can probably actually find the video. I'll post it on the Facebook page, on the Bangarang page, our Bangarang Radio page, and also on the Pop Punk and Pizza podcast Facebook page as well. I'm Jacques LaMore, and just a little bit about me. I played in a pop punk band called The Projection for many years, and which in a minute I'll introduce who this guy is right next to me. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a little bit about me. For many years, I played in a band called The Projection from when I was 12 or 13 to 25. I guess it was 25 last year because it's been a year since we broke up. And I've always just had a huge passion for pop punk music. It's not the only genre of music that I like, but it's definitely my go-to genre and where my heart and soul lies. But just from playing in the band, I was one of the songwriters, lead vocalist, and guitar player. But aside from doing that, I used to be a promoter. I booked lots of shows. I've been a sound guy. And now I've got myself into radio the past couple of years. I actually work for a cluster of radio stations in the Kankakee, Illinois area, which is my hometown area where I'm from. We're actually recording this in Manteno, Illinois right now. So, and so I'm a radio DJ for a country station and a top 40 station and then an oldie station. So that's like my day job, and this is just kind of like my passion and something I like to do. And pretty much this first episode is just kind of introducing to you what Pop Punk and Pizza is going to be about. I think it's obviously pretty obvious on what it's about. It's going to be all about anything pop punk related, and also I just have a passion for pizza, and pop punk is also in pop punk music, one of the stereotypes is that we're pizza addicts, which I happen to be a pizza addict, so I guess I'm like a stereotypical pop punk kid, sort of, to a certain degree. But anyway, so that's pretty much what this is, and our first guest is this guy to my right here, Jeremy Maurizi, who's actually, he was one of the bass players in The Projection, and now he's in a new band called Keep the Fight Alive, so let's give him a big round of applause and a warm welcome.
Still can't used to hear me clapping.
You like the clapping?
The clapping, so I need to get me one of those.
You know
just
what?
Wherever I go.
Do you have an
iPad somewhere.
You know what? Bring your iPad, and I'll download that app.
I will. I'll bring it next week when I come out here.
I'll show you, how to use it, and maybe the next time you come on. I think Jeremy's doing a live video right now, so he's looking at his phone and all these comments on Facebook.
I'm apparently a penis.
You're a pianist or a
no,
pianist?
A penis.
A penis?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
straight
exciting.
to the point.
Oh, so, like I said, Jeremy Maurizi, actually, we were talking about this earlier. Before The Projection even broke up, this new band was pretty much already created.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason I wanted to bring Jeremy onto the show today is kind of promote both of our performances coming up this Friday. If you are in the Manteno, Illinois area, we are all playing Manteno Oktoberfest on the Family Stage this Friday. There's also music on Saturday on the Family Stage, but we are playing on Friday. Keep the Fight Alive, which is all made up of former Projection members.
Mm-hmm.
You got Jeremy over here, and then you got...
Or the rejected Projection members.
Well, I actually know the ones that didn't get rejected because you're all in a new band.
You rejected us in the end.
Well, I think it's well, I don't know. We don't have to get into that. No one rejected anyone. All right, we're all on good terms. But no.
I bet if I call Damien and ask him, he'll feel
Okay, well,
differently.
all right. Well, Damien's a different story. All right, he's
gonna send you some messages.
He's sending me weird. Yeah, I'm sure once this is posted, he's gonna be sending me some weird crap. But anyway, so it's made up of Jeremy Maurizi. You play bass and also
sing sometimes.
Sometimes you and Connor McQueen, who plays guitar. You guys trade off on.
We give Colin a microphone too.
Colin gets a microphone?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the drummer, Colin Benoit.
Mm-hmm.
So
sometimes he yells stuff.
He doesn't sing? You guys got to make him sing.
He added something to the end of the Taylor Swift cover, but it's not family enough for the family stage.
Oh.
Next week, so you probably won't hear it.
Wow. I feel like I have to go to another show just to hear it because it's been a while since I only see you guys
first show.
The first show, that's what it was.
February.
Was it February? Anyway, so I'm super excited for this Friday, and it's also just kind of weird because, like, the projection is there, but we're not there.
Mm-hmm.
And you might have seen, if you're a fan of the projection or you live in the area of Manteno, you might have seen a promoted post going around on Facebook of pictures of us, and some people have gotten confused.
Got the wrong idea.
Right, and people are thinking, oh, the projection is playing, but no, members of the projection are playing.
Got to read the fine print.
Right, because I'm just doing an acoustic set, and pretty much I'm playing all projection songs, except for a couple that my brother wrote. Other than that, it's pretty much a projection acoustic set of our songs anyway, and then of course Keep the Fight Alive is playing songs that they've written, and then the Taylor Swift cover that Jeremy was talking
We've
about.
only ever played 2 projection songs live.
And that was the first show that I showed up, right?
Well, we played that one, and then the House of Blues show, we needed an extra song to kill time, so we played Light Up the Sky.
Nice. How did that go?
It went all right.
Yeah?
Connor mentioned it, I think at our last practice, he never really knew how to play that song.
Well, no, because...
We wrote it without him. I mean, technically, me and Colin wrote it down here the night before we went into the studio.
Well, I was there too.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
No, that was that was written very last minute.
I wrote the lyrics on the way to the studio.
Yeah, that was very last minute. So, but anyway, so that's the main reason Jeremy is here. And actually, while we're talking about that, we may as well play one of your guys' songs.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
I think the one that I picked was Make It Out Alive. So you want to talk about that before we play it?
Nah, I really don't know what to say right now. We'll play it and then we'll talk about it.
Oh, then you're talking about it? Oh, okay. All right.
You caught me off guard because I didn't know what you were going to pick. I honestly thought you were going to pick Connor's song, and then I wasn't going to have to talk about it. But
really? No, I'm going to pick your song because you're here. Why would I pick? Why would I pick his song?
Yeah,
he's not
him.
here.
No, he's not. Tried to invite him. He didn't text me back in time.
Okay, so this song's called "Make It Out Alive." It's by Keep the Fight Alive, and it's right here on Pop Punk and Pizza on BangeringRadio.com. So let me let me pull it up here real quick for you. And
Another day of waking in this bed. Nothing's different. It all just feels the same. I roll out of bed around 4:30. I throw on my pants from the night before. There's gotta be more than this. There's gotta be more than this. I'm at the point when enough is finally enough. I'll make it out tonight.
right, that was Keep the Fight Alive. Make It Out Alive. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, Naked Out Alive.
That's the next single. And that's Jeremy Maurizi's brand new band.
Not very brand new anymore, but yeah.
May as well be. You guys are only...
Still newish.
Yeah, you're still new. Not quite a year old since you made... Hey, we're there. Like, this is our name.
I mean, I get... Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, technically we're a year old, but, I mean, the name's not.
Right. Well, and like your first show and everything.
Yeah.
So, which was in February. So you still got a little bit to go. But anyway, Keep the Fight Alive. They're playing Mantino Oktoberfest this Friday. It's
45 minutes of free music.
Well, longer than that, because you got the other. You can't forget the other bands. But anyway, so it's a free show. Come on out. I'm playing an acoustic set as well, all Projection songs. So if you were a fan of the Projection, and who knows, maybe there'll be a surprise or something. You never know.
Like a Wonder Ball.
Yeah, like a Wonder Ball.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wonder. Do they still make those things?
I think they do.
Really?
I think they do.
I remember when they first came out when we were kids. Wasn't there some kind of choking hazard or?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm sure there's all kinds. I mean, they put all kinds of shit in those Wonder Balls.
Yes, yeah, they do. That's very true. I've never had one. I don't. Have you had one?
I don't remember.
I'm
sure at one point.
I remember I always wanted one, but I don't think my mom.
He's always wanted a ball.
Well,
He's always wanted 3.
Exactly. Always wanted more. 2 was never enough. So anyway, I just got to say thank you again for tuning in to the first episode of Pop Punk and Pizza. And this, once again, just kind of an introduction of how things are going to go. Definitely one segment I'm going to be doing on this show will be like pop punk news that has happened in the last week of just different things that have happened in the community, from the small scale to the big scale. And so just like a couple things this week that I want to talk about. We're obviously not recording this live right now. We did this on...
I'm recording this live.
Well, you literally are right now. But anyway...
like I said, usually choking involves... Usually someone chokes if a ball is involved.
A ball is... Oh, yeah.
A big ball.
Anyway, so we're recording this on Saturday the 17th. It's not being posted until the 20th. So just this past week in Chicago, the big thing that was happening was obviously Riot Fest. Jeremy, you're actually going tomorrow.
Yep.
On Sunday.
Sunday.
For Misfits.
Yeah. I just really want to go see the Misfits. And it's free, so why not?
Yeah, you got in for free. Good for you, man. Of course,
I just have to pretend that I'm somebody I'm not, working for something that I don't work for, and I'm all good.
Yeah, that could be awkward. So I'm wishing you lots of luck on that one.
Yeah, it's going to be awkward for sure.
It'll be worth it, though. I mean, it's like the original lineup, right, of Misfits?
Yes. And there's Andrew WK, which I can't pass up.
And his full band.
Full band, yes.
Yeah, because we got to play with Andrew, like, what was it, 3 or 4 years ago?
It was him, and then there was that weird guy on the side of the stage that was, like, kind of running in place or something, dancing the whole time.
I think that was his tour manager.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah. No, that is crazy.
That's too much moving for
That was a lot of fun, though. It's hard to believe that was 3 years ago already. So obviously you got Misfits that played Riot Fest this last weekend, All Time Low, Neck Deep, No Effects, Social Distortion, The Wonder Years, just so many bands. And then you got Chicago natives as well, Sleep On It, and Marina City, they both played. But the one that really hits close home to me is Motion City Soundtrack, because it's actually they played technically 2 shows this last weekend in Chicago, because you have their actual performance at Riot Fest, and then you have their after show, which was at Metro. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to go, but I just kind of wanted to highlight the fact that it's literally their final U.S. shows, and I'm going to miss those guys a lot, because they were definitely an influence for me, and I always listened to their music. And a cool short story to share with you about Justin, their lead vocalist. I remember when Projection got to play Vans Warped Tour back in 2008, our van was very far away from the stage we were playing. It was literally like a mile or 2, and our guitarist at the time and one of our friends that was with us, I think it was Matt Weed and Brett Buttle, they were hauling this gear back to our van, and all of a sudden this guy comes up and says, "Hey, you want some help?" Because they were kind of struggling because it was so far, and it was the typical Warped Tour weather: hot, muggy, humid,
shitty.
Yeah, exactly. So they didn't really pay attention to what this guy looked like at that time when he picked up the gear. But anyways, he picked up the gear, and then they got back to the van. Whoops. And then after they put the stuff in the van, then they realized, and they looked at him like, "Holy cow, you're Justin from Motion City Soundtrack," you know? And they just went ballistic. So it just kind of shows you, and I've heard other stories like that about the other members of Motion City Soundtrack, and not just Justin, but it goes to show you that they were really nice guys, and they're definitely going to be missed in the scene. And maybe, hopefully, I don't know what their plans are. It'd be cool to get them here on the show to talk about maybe what their futures are, but maybe there'll be a new band or something. So
most likely,
I would enjoy that at least. I know you weren't like, I know you're not like a big fan.
I've never actually listened to them.
Yeah,
at least with.
Speaking of, knowing. Okay. So we're talking about how the end of Motion City Soundtrack. What is one like pop punk band that is broken up that you really miss? Are there any?
I don't know. I gotta think. I really don't know. I can't think of one that's even broken up that I listen to.
You don't listen to Yellow Card, do you?
No,
not like I do, because that's
not like you do. Like they come up on, like they come up on the radio thing on my phone every once in a while. But
right, but that's obviously another band you've probably heard by now that's making their final tour and everything like that. I plan on having 2 separate podcasts that will be completely dedicated to one for Yellow Card and then one for Motion City Soundtrack, since they're hanging up their guitars this year, which is kind of sad. And so
they're never gonna play guitar again just because the band's not around anymore.
Yeah, they're just gonna give up guitar completely. Yeah.
That's very sad.
When you do that, it always reminds me of some of the things I say could come off as I'm really retarded.
That's what I'm here for, to remind you that you could be slightly slow.
I am slightly slow, yeah.
Well, I'm here to remind you of that.
Well, thank you. So anyway, they will not be picking up their guitars to play
ever again.
To play Yellow Card songs or Motion City Soundtrack songs.
Not even sitting around the house, I just kind of want to play this. Never going to happen again.
Oh, all right. So yeah, Riot Fest. We'll get more into that.
I don't ever
on another
sit around the house and pick up my bass and play a projection song. It never happens. Once that band ended, never again.
Anyway, so
or will I? That's the real question.
Another big thing that's happened in the last week in the pop punk world is Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day. He's starring in this movie called Ordinary World, and they just released the first official trailer for this movie, and I watched it, and I was impressed. Honestly,
I did not watch it.
That's okay.
Not yet.
That's okay. We're gonna watch it right now here in just a second. But
I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna be able to hear it.
We're not gonna be able to hear it for some reason. We can't hear these things on our end, but we can actually see it at least. I don't know. It's weird. But anyway,
I'll put in my own audio in my head.
This pretty much just kind of sums up, if you haven't seen the trailer yet, or if you want to know what it's about. It's kind of like if Green Day ended up being like a wash-up punk rock band, that just kind of had a few hit records and then they just kind of disappeared, and then Billy Joe became like this washed-up punk rock dad. And
sounds like Colin.
Oh, poor Colin. So that's kind of what it's about in my opinion. So let's just go ahead and I'll pull up the trailer here for you real quick, and we'll watch it.
We're gonna be late.
Good morning, sexy. You up for a little quickie?
Perry, you're slowing me down. I'm late. Daddy, it's career day. What do you do?
Just say I'm in a band or something.
But you're not in a band.
Perry, my parents are coming in today.
Hey, Wah.
Perry, I don't mean to be critical, but your effort is kind of
lacking.
But that's okay. Not everyone's good at putting their heart into things.
Do you know today's my birthday? Karen forgot.
That sucks. You should take the day off. Find your buddies, throw a party for yourself.
Gary, I'm thinking about having a party. It's gonna be sick.
Hey! Guys, finest bottle of scotch ever made. You want a shot?
You ready for this?
Is she gonna strip? No, I think she might just read us the Bible.
This is about you celebrating 40 years.
Yeah. Let's lose it.
All right.
Let's go insane.
And I don't need a coaster. You're a punk. Look at that.
If there is any damage done to that hotel room, we will prosecute.
You've really changed. Gary, I had a kid.
Dad, sometimes you're just not there.
What the hell's the matter with you?
We're parents, but we're not wise.
You always say we're supposed to support each other.
I cannot miss this.
You think this is something we could look back on and laugh about?
You're crazy, Daddy.
It's where that I live until I die. Ordinary world.
So there you have it. That is the first official trailer for Ordinary World, starring Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day. It's his first starring role. Now, I don't expect this thing to get... It's not like, oh my god, it's amazing, Oscars and all that crap. It's, not something that I'm going to go around saying, oh my god, it's just so amazing. It's just, I think, for his first starring role, I think this is going to be good.
I still got to see the trailer.
And yeah, you do. And I mean, it's obviously not the first time he's done acting, because he did play St. Jimmy in the Broadway version of American Idiot in New York for, I think it was like a month or two, some years back, 3 years ago, whenever that was. I mean, maybe that was 4 years ago. It might have been 4 years ago. But anyway, this is like his first major film role, I guess we should say. But that comes out October 17th on video. We can get it on DVD. I don't know if
his
it's...
first major straight-to-DVD role.
Exactly. There you go. And digital download as well. So I'm definitely going to be buying that, and look forward to watching it. So another segment, we'll move on from so those are just some like things happening in the pop punk news bit that I'll be doing on the show. And then one of the last things we'll do each show is we'll have our pop punk picks of the week. So whoever my guest is each show, they will have one song, one band that is like their band or song of the week, and then I will have one as well. So we may as well get down to that. So I'll start first just to break the ice. So my pop punk pick of the week is a band that just played Riot Fest. I mentioned them earlier. They played Riot Fest in Chicago, Marina City. They are native, obviously, to the Chicagoland area. I've done podcasts with them before. Real super cool dudes. We've actually played a couple shows with them before in the past.
I played a couple shows with them?
At least one. I think it was a Bottom Lounge show when you were in the band.
I do not remember.
I'm pretty sure. It was 2-3 years ago. It was a while ago. But anyway...
It had to have been that first Bottom Lounge show, I think.
It wasn't the first one, but it was one of the, like, maybe it was like the second one that we might have done.
Oh.
I wish I could, I'm sure.
How many times did we play there?
At Bottom Lounge?
2 or 3?
At least 3.
Was it? Okay, for some reason I thought there was only 2 times, well maybe that's...
No, I want to say it was at least 3, maybe more, maybe 4. There might have been a 4th one in there. There was definitely 3 for sure, though.
I could picture 2 flyers. I remember the flyer for the last show and the flyer for the first show.
Because we played there June of 2015.
Yeah. And then we also played there after that Cedar Rapids show.
That was the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also played when...
There was definitely a time in the middle there.
We played with El Famous one time, I remember. So there was that show. And then I'm thinking there was another one. Oh, we played, or was that? I know we played Guardrail's CD release show. and that was there.
Did we?
Yeah.
That was the last show we played there. Because
was that the last? Oh, that
we
was.
played
You're right.
first because we were originally supposed to play acoustic.
That's right.
And we ended up not playing acoustic.
That's right. Okay, that was the last show we played.
Why were we
there
originally supposed to play acoustic in that
well, what it was is we told Kevin that we were going to play, but it might have to be acoustic. We said we're definitely playing. Back to Colin. Poor Colin.
Pop punk dad.
We told him that we were definitely going to play. We just weren't sure if it was going to be acoustic or full band. So, but we ended up playing full band.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that was the last time we played in Chicago. I'm glad we got to do that at least one last time. So, that was nice.
That was the last time, wasn't it?
Yeah. So Marina City is my song, band, pop punk pick of the week. Just this last week, they released their live acoustic EP, which they produced with Craig Owens from Chiodos. And the real cool thing about this live acoustic EP is that they just didn't go into one studio and just do one location. They actually went to multiple studios around the Midwest. They went to Milwaukee. Oh, it broke. Jeremy's eating pizza, or not pizza, cheese sticks. Yeah,
there's video.
There's video too, but some people are just listening to this and not watching.
You're right. I'll go back to fucking off.
Anyway, so with this Marina City's live acoustic EP, it's called "Lost Doesn't Mean Alone," and like I said, they went to about I think it was 4 different studios throughout the Midwest and did this for actually live audiences. They had maybe like 20 to 30 people. Maybe that's pushing it, but they had a live audience for each one of these EPs, and I thought it turned out really, really good. And one of my favorites on the acoustic EP is their obviously it's a different version, but acoustic version of Lost Boys. I just really like they kind of like changed the song, and I feel like it's got like a jazz or swing beat to it, and I've always been a big fan of jazz music as well as pop punk music. So the way they changed the Lost Boys full band version into an acoustic version, I really enjoyed. So I'm going to play that for you right now. If you like it, go to marinacityband.com. You can find all their social media links and everything there, or download their music, or even get the full EP as well. So.
Whoa, oh, 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 whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, whoa. I'm not scared of monsters anymore. I'm scared of just growing old. It fills my closet to the brim with all my oldest skeletons. That makes a head so for my imagination. I'm not growing up. I'm not growing up. I'm not growing up. Singing, I'm not growing up. I wanna know what it's like to keep my head above the clouds. I wanna know what it's like when your lights won't pull me down. Won't pull me down. Oh, down. Oh, tell me, say, grow up, you're not that old. I got a million chances, but you lose everyone. You gotta wake up from the dream and face the reality. I gotta put the music behind me. I'm not growing up. I'm not growing up. I'm not growing up. Singing, I'm not growing up. I wanna know what it's like to keep my head above the clouds. 'Cause I wanna know what it's like when your lights won't pull me down. Won't pull me down. Oh, down. Oh, down. keep my head above the clouds. I wanna know what it's like when you feel that so pull me down.
Okay, well, there you have it. That is my pop punk pick of the week. Obviously, it's not upbeat, crazy, fast pop punk because it's Marina City's acoustic version of their own song Lost Boys, which is from their live acoustic EP, which is out now. It just came out this last week, called Lost Doesn't Mean Alone. I encourage you to buy a copy of that. Go to marinacityband.com and shout out to those guys for working so hard as they do. They really deserve as much support as they can possibly get. So that would mean a lot to me if you supported them. So now we will go to Jeremy's pop punk pick of the week.
Yes, my pick.
Yes. What's your pick this week, man? What are you digging? What are you digging this week?
Came Out Swinging.
Okay.
Yep, that's what I was feeling.
Now, Came Out Swinging is from. Are they technically? Is it Indiana or is it like they're Indiana,
They're from
Illinois?
Indiana. I'm pretty sure they're all from Indiana. I don't know. I know the one person.
Right. Well, we know Steve.
I know Steve. Yeah.
And I'm actually glad this is your pick of the week because Steve Morris has always supported us in the projection, and it's nice for us to be able to sit down and kind of give some support back to him. And
Jake's all about the giving back.
That.
You give him a hand job, he gives you one back.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first. So it's good to give Steve Morris, our friend, some support back, as well as everyone else in his band. So this is what song is this? Hometown.
Yes.
Right? Okay. This Came Out Swinging, Hometown. This video, by the way, comes from South Bend, Indiana, from Upstate, which is a really cool company. You should check out Upstate's YouTube page. They do all these cool live sessions of different bands from the Midwest. They do a fantastic job. So this is their version. Well, not their version. This is their song called Hometown.
This is their version of their own song.
I don't know where I was going with that. I can't talk today. But anyway, so this is Hometown. Came Out Swinging. Go to, if you like it, it's Came Out
Swinging as Came Out Swinging.
No, I was going to give him the web address.
I know.
It's cameoutswinging.bandcamp.com, and swing, there's no G on the end. It's swinging.
Swinging, but yeah.
Yeah. So swinging.bandcamp.com if you like this, and you can you can download it. Let me get this.
Watch them pretend to be themselves.
I need to go back to school and learn how to talk.
Here we are now walking around this town and everybody if only you could see how this sounds. You try so hard to just remember the flowers you smelled when you would walk outside, the people who held your hand when you cried, the way the stars would shine so bright. This was your hometown, carving the street where you could take so by, the one that would stick by your side and never rest. Why the reason you came to this place tonight? This was your hometown. You tried so hard to remember the flowers that smelled when you would walk outside, the people who held your hand when you cried, the way the stars would shine so bright. This was your hometown, carving the street where you came so by, the one that would stick by your side and never ask why the reason you came to this place tonight. This was your hometown.
All right, that was Came Out Swinging with their song called Hometown, and our buddy Steve Morris there slapping the bass, wearing his Blackhawks jersey, and in the Upstate
That's gotta
Sessions
be very
video.
warm to play
He
in
looked.
a
He
hockey
looked.
jersey.
That's what I thought, but man, I love her voice. She's super talented. So if you like that tune, you can actually download it on Bandcamp. Go to Came Out Swinging without a G at the end .bandcamp.com. And actually, if you're watching this or listening to this before October 1st and you're in the Chicagoland area, I believe they're playing Lansing. They're playing Royal Skate Shop, I'm pretty sure, on October 1st, which is a Saturday night. So if you want to head up to Lansing, Illinois, and check them out.
It's a nice spot to play. I like that place.
It's the perfect underground.
I wish it was around when we were doing shows.
I know, man.
A lot of fun.
Oh, it would have been so fun. It's like the perfect little underground punk scene place because it's just super tiny and there's graffiti all over the walls.
I think there's an actual stage in there now, from what I've
there
seen
really?
on pictures.
I don't know how because it's so tiny.
I know. I've seen pictures of it with a stage in there.
That's probably the tiniest venue I've ever been to, honestly.
I've been to smaller, I think.
Have you really? Because
that comic shop in Homewood we used to play at was smaller.
Was pretty. Really? Wow. Yeah. That's crazy. Well, that's actually it for the first episode of Pop Punk and Pizza. My name's Jacques LaMore, and my first special guest, Jeremy Maurizi from a band.
Very special.
Very, very special. From Keep the Fight Alive. We're both playing Mantino Oktoberfest if you're watching this before September 23rd. And you're in the Mantino, Illinois area.
180 minutes of free music.
Yes, 180. Maybe like 250 minutes. You know, you never know. It can get out of hand. But so I'm playing a bunch of projection songs. Keep the Fight Alive is playing.
Get very
Open Your Eyes, and then the Prairie State. You can also hit up the family stage the next day at Mantino Oktoberfest and check out Oum, Mitchell Rose, and then Lupe Carroll.
And if you're a washed-up pop punk dad like Colin, you could bring your family.
That's right. Yeah, you totally could. So, I know this first episode was a little rough, but thanks for watching. I promise they will get better. It's just getting that first one out of the way. So, next week, by the way, I should mention our special guest is going to be Gary Weissman or Westman, or I know a lot of people pronounce it.
I can't even get his name right.
I always said Weissman. I don't know. Did you always say Weissman?
I never said his last name.
No.
I don't think I've ever said it out loud.
Anyway,
I didn't want to fuck it up, so I'd rather not say it than attempt to say it.
Well, anyway, Gary Weissman is how I pronounce his last name. He's going to be our special guest. He plays in a emo pop-punk cover band called Louder Now, and he also actually was the dude that designed the Pop Punk and Pizza logo, so he's going to be the special guest.
Designed a lot of shit for you.
Yeah, so much, tons of stuff for the projection, tons of flyers, posters, CD, album covers, you name it, T-shirts, all kinds of stuff. So he'll be our special guest. We'll be talking about different stuff going on in the pop punk scene. So that'll be coming out here a week from now, a week from the September 20th. So. And make sure, hit us up on Facebook. You can like the Bangarang radio page and the Pop Punk and Pizza podcast page. You can, make sure you follow Twitter, Pop Punk and Pizza Pod. And we're also on Instagram, too, Pop Punk and Pizza Podcast. Yeah, we should probably get a Snapchat, too. But anyway, and if you're in a band and you want to be a part of this, you can always shoot me your music links to bangarangradio@gmail.com, and we'll definitely see. I don't play everything that gets submitted to me, but I try to, as long as it's something I like, because I want to be true to my own feelings about
guys.
things.
If you submit him naked videos, he will play them.
Yes, I will.
Eric.
Anyway, so
write down that email.
If you're in a pop punk band, please send me your music, bangarangradio@gmail.com, and hopefully I'll like it, and we'll put it on the show.
Because if he doesn't like it, apparently he's not going to put it on the show. Just like when bands break up, they hang up their guitars for forever and never play them again.
There you have it. That's going to be it. I'll see you later.
Hey, hello, it's nice to meet ya. Hey, come in and have a slice of pizza. Hey, hello, it's nice to meet ya. Hey, come in and have a slice of pizza.